What's good, y'all? This your boy Teddy B, and I'm here with a special TED Talks. Today, I know y'all seen them plenty of times on this channel, but I'm gonna let them introduce themselves before we get into a variety of topics. So, who wanna go first?
This introduction.
Yeah.
My bad. Clearly did that. But yeah, this your boy Germz. Germz the Juice. You already know Israel's finest, man. Representing the land. R.I.P. to Chad again, man. T'Challa that hurt this morning, but it's all good. We're gonna get past it.
Yeah, shout out to the BP, man. Rest in peace, man.
And you know it's Doc. We here, back at it again.
All right, man of a few words.
You know me.
So we're gonna get into this first topic, which is what is the identity of our black people? What is the status, the state, the condition, the position of our people at this moment?
I guess I'll start.
Okay.
And I'll just say, I feel like the most people are just ignorant to the fact of the matter. You know what I'm saying? Most people had their own personal experience and they don't really have a historical perspective. They don't really have a world, international perspective.
Okay.
That matches what the facts is. Most people just had an American indoctrination of things, and because of that, it skews what people think the possibility is. It skews what they think their position is currently. It skews a whole lot of things. But because of that, and because of the idea that, and it sucks to say, but we were just like made, to be this way, from different historical perspectives. Whether you go back to the breeding farms, whether you go back to, the education system change, we were made to be this way. So, I think we are where we. It's odd to say, but I think we are where we should be. I think like we're on the up though. We're on the upswing instead of the other direction. Quite frankly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. All praises be to the Most High, with the Yeshaya and Walk. I think black people, the identity, man, it's not good at this point right now. From what I'm saying, I think it's getting worse, but at the same time, people are waking up to a lot of things. I do believe we are the Jews in the Bible. So not the white Jewish people. I do believe we're the Jews, and we lost. I feel like we lost. And as much people waking up, I think the issue right now is really like dividing us. I just think it's too many leaders. So, that could also be a problem. Like if it's somebody leading you this way, leading you that way, leading you that way, and they all may have truths. And because I would say no man has all the truth, but with them all having different truths, it can sway people so many different ways. And then while we doing that, it just destroys us so much more. And I just think, man, we need to like almost have a reset, like just a reset. Like, hey, let's everybody, like all your world leaders, your Farrakhan's, all the black people that feel like in power, your LeBrons and all them. We need a reset. If y'all really for our people, we need a reset because it's not looking too good. Like he said, Charla dying over cancer, man. That's something slight, bro. Like I think we should be at a place right now where we have the knowledge where that don't happen. We shouldn't lose somebody to something slight like that.
Especially at his age.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. Cause I had my own experience with the colon cancer thing. My family wanted to get checked out. It's nothing to get checked out. And he had been battling it. Apparently, that's what they said for 4 years. And it's like, damn, bro. Like, and you rich. So if it can happen, you ain't say you rich, but you got more money than us. And if it can happen to you, like I know it's crushing niggas on the lower level, you know what I'm saying, who don't even have that ability to even get that much knowledge, even though I think the knowledge is capable. So I think our condition is really bad, but I think it just comes from a lack of knowledge. We need to, like, the education is very bad from us, growing up. I think the education matters the most. The knowledge, the knowledge is like where I think our biggest downfall is. Our knowledge is very horrible, very horrible.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask both of y'all then. Do you agree with the knowledge part first?
Oh yeah, no question. Like I said, it's ignorance for real. Lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Lack of understanding, lack of awareness, lack of perspective.
Right.
I think that a lot of what's going on is preventable, but at the same time, because of our lack of knowledge, we're the ones that's causing it and like exacerbating the problem.
Right.
Like But at the same time, it's two sides of that spectrum where the worst is the bad is kind of getting worse, but the good is kind of getting better at the same time.
Okay.
So if you don't accept, like, if you're not aware of both sides,
Right.
you may see only the bad because negative tends to get a bigger light in our, day to day.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But there's a lot of positive going on, and I feel like if more people understood that positive, then they would see themselves and their thought processes and their position in a more positive light.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask both of y'all, what are a couple of ways, or just one way from each of y'all, where you feel like people can better educate themselves, like resources for knowledge?
The internet, even though it's the worst place in the world, it's the best place in the world. Like,
Agreed.
the thing is, it's just tailoring your intake experience.
Okay.
So if you on Instagram and your timeline is full of gossip, celebrity gossip, and other little bullshit, whatever, then it's your worst enemy. But at the same time, social media is also the place where people that's you got scientists, you got whole doctors, you got people that's on social media now that's actually talking. You know what I'm saying? Whereas it used to be a specified, like, a niche field where you had to be into that to gain that awareness and that knowledge. Now it's just like widespread. So now it's just it becomes more of a personal responsibility thing, where it's like, you get to choose who you follow on these pages. You get to choose who your friends is on Facebook.
Facts.
You get to choose what pages you go to on the internet. And if you're not taking the time to tailor that, then chances are you're going to run into more negative than anything.
Right.
And more ignorance than anything.
Yeah, so you create your own algorithm.
Yeah, definitely.
essentially. Yeah.
Definitely.
You got any ways?
I mean, like I said, I think we're going to agree on a lot of things because even though we disagree on a lot of things, or I would say ways about going about it, we both know that it's a problem.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the biggest thing that is not being acknowledged. You know what I mean? So, like, for instance, I want to read this passage out of the Bible, book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. It says, "My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore, I would change their glory into shame." So even if I believe with the Jews, and let's say he said we Egyptians, right? That's still a glory. Like King David's a glory, Nefertiti. These are glorious things about our people. Right now, we look like we at the bottom. And we look like we was at the top and we're at the bottom. So like he said, it's about what you feed into, because it's like, man, I got a choice. Like he got a choice. I don't gotta watch Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
Facts.
I can go watch some information. Like I don't even watch TV no more. You know what I'm saying? I watch it here and there. So I'm not gonna say it loud, but I watch it like with my girl, because girls still into that.
Right.
And girls is more emotional, so I understand. But like I feed myself with lots of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Reading the Bible, even talking to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Having a discussion with him, we'll still pick up information. But it's like that's what we on. But you see people, they'll do this. It's like an accountability thing, because they'll let him slide with something and won't let me, or vice versa. Like, you can't be mad at Little pumping them for doing the drug music, but you say nothing to Future.
Right.
That's a hypocrite. You got to say something to him too, because he part of it. Just because he older, he'll be a big homie. That, you know what I'm saying? That's a problem. So it's more of our blame and, like I said, accountability. But it's so much us.
Which is probably going to be the word of the day.
Yeah.
Accountability.
Accountability.
Yeah. So
accountability.
I feel like that is gone within our community. It is gone.
Nah,
it's
facts.
not there.
Like if anything is gone, that accountability, that personal accountability, gone.
All right. So
for the most part,
very, very quickly, where does that come from?
I feel like it come from a place of not wanting to be embarrassed. Okay. So it's like you don't take a stance, or you don't feed into nothing, because it's like I could be wrong.
And you don't want to be wrong.
And you don't want to be wrong. Like when you're in school or whatever, you get ridiculed for saying something out loud.
Right.
And being wrong.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it come from our education system a lot of the time. It come from so like when it comes to like religious guilt, that type of thing, there's that involved too. So if you don't agree with what either the Bible say, Quran say, Torah, whatever it is, whatever book then you're ridiculed by your community and what I'm saying, your culture, that type of thing. So I think it's a lot of that. I'm not gonna say mostly, but a lot of that.
Okay. So do you think it's also a little bit of ego and pride as well?
Facts. Yeah, I think that has something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? The ego and pride of, wanting to be seen in a certain light, or just the common, when you holler at niggas, be like, what's up with you? Be like, yeah, I'm just staying out the way. Like that whole staying out the way, like not having a real stance to stand on is like a position now. You know
no
what I'm
neutral,
saying?
bro. You gotta pick a side.
You gotta pick a side.
Yeah, and we've been saying that since we were kids.
You gotta pick a side.
All right,
That's
so we're gonna take a little brief break, and then we're gonna come back with some more topics.
Peace.
So once again, I got the Doc and the Germinator.
You know.
We'll be right back.